demigods for a wife, a palace for a home. So many wonderful stories about Krishna. You become attracted, and you think, I just want to love Krishna. And I think, well, I got to see him first. How can I fall in love with him unless I see him? Rukmini fell in love with Krishna without seeing him. She just heard about him. So you have to hear and then meditate. We're always meditating on something. Usually we're meditating on our fallible soldiers. So, meditate on Krishna. Is that right? But on reverence is a good start. Generally speaking, we don't recommend that somebody immediately try to come to the higher platform, because then it's generally sentimental. Yes?
You mentioned that Prabhupada introduced Krishna book very, very early.
Yeah.
And it reminded me that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he gave us Nectar Devotion even before Krishna book. I was wondering if there's I was wondering if you knew there's a reason why you introduced devotion so early.
I have to look at the dates, but Nectar Devotion was also very early. Nectar Devotion was high stuff. Very elevated stuff. Prabhupada was from the very beginning. Prabhupada was giving us the ultimate goal. Very beginning. Keshavarti Maharaj was talking about how Prabhupada was emphasizing over and over and over and over and over again, you're not this body, except the Guru. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. But he was also emphasizing Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes. Very good. All of that. It's a complete package. I can't want to fall in love with Krishna unless I know that I'm not this body. If I think I'm this body, then I'm going to think my necessities are socks and oranges. If I think that I am God and I'm just meant to merge into Brahman, then I'm not going to think my necessity is love. So I have to know that I'm a soul, and I have to know that God is a person. It's all together. Should I start now? Anybody else have some? Yes?
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for the wonderful class. You're saying that in our greed for knowledge, we often think, oh, I still don't know this, I don't know that, well, how about that? And you also mentioned that what we don't know probably is better not to know because it might disturb us. How about spiritual knowledge? Because it's ever expanding, as Krishna is ever expanding.
No, I'm saying that we worry about what we don't know. We worry that the things I don't know are going to lead me not to make the right decision. So, of course, everything's always expanding, but the motive should be love. If I'm thinking that if I gain more and more and more spiritual knowledge, that'll be a shelter for me. Or that will allow me to manipulate the material energy. Or will allow me to manipulate Krishna, or will allow me to manipulate the other devotees, or whatever. We can expand. We can gain more and more temples or bigger temples, but it should be out of love. And our motive should be love. Of course, the way in the beginning, the way we're motivated to get love is by studying the scriptures. So by hearing the scripture, we think, oh, what I really want is prema. And then as one gets that desire, then one's reason for studying the scriptures becomes that. Originally, the reason for studying the scriptures is not for me. But sure, the devotees always want to hear more and more and more and more and more about Krishna. They never hear enough about Krishna. But not because they're interested in knowledge. Gadadhar Pandit was reading the Bhagavatam over and over and over again with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.